Remember how I said the only people who ever question my service is conservatives when I don't agree with them? Well, now we got a twofer, a comment and a video. Let's get into it. And this type of comment is why I use the term Cosplaytriot.
Okay, another one. You are right. Given the term no quarter is an effective illegal in the rules of war. But, you know, when you're talking about war, there's no rule.
See, we're already off to a bad start there. But I guess we could claim that there are no rules in war if we ignore things like international law, rules of engagement, standard operating procedures, general orders, doctrine, policy, and executive orders. But continue.
Geneva Conventions, we're the only country that follows.
What? We're far from the only country who follows the Geneva Conventions, and even at that, we don't follow them that well. In fact, we didn't sign on to a large portion of the international human rights laws. But continue again.
So let me give you a scenario here, big guy. I'm going to go off the limb. I pretty much assumed you've never served, so you don't know what a modern battlefield is like.
That's a bold assumption of you. Let's see how that plays out. Spoiler, not very well. I served in the United States Army, obtaining the rank of sergeant. Immediately following my ETS, I took a job as a defense contractor. When executive order prohibited contractors from holding my job, I was given a GS-13 position. Translation, that's the civilian equivalent of a field grade officer. Now I'm completely in the private sector, studying violent extremism, terrorism, and asymmetrical warfare. Grand total, as of this month, I have 18 years in that field, with 4 years of that being in a combat theater. But go on.
C4, and things go boom.
Now this one's just me being a little petty. ISIS and ISIS-K's explosive of choice is not C4.
13 to 14 months in Iraq, I might have had 3 prisoners of war.
So since you only experienced 3 prisoners, taking prisoners in an asymmetric war is not a thing? So we're just going to ignore Buka and Cropper, huh? And the over 100,000 prisoners that we took during the war. And that's just Iraq. That's not counting Afghanistan. But 13 months, huh? Since you want to claim I have no idea what a modern battlefield looks like and I've never served, just realize that my boots have more time in theater than you do.
In my specialty as a forward observer and artillery, when I did my job...
Neat. My specialty is human intelligence. That includes prisoners of war. That also includes understanding of threat assessment, war crime laws, and asymmetrical warfare. You're trying to claim that I don't know my specialty.
Talking about is an old doctrine. Doesn't exist anymore.
The existence of asymmetrical warfare does not mean that conventional warfare disappeared. Next time, do your research before running your mouth.